The story of the elephant and the fox. Once upon a time, there was a kind elephant who lived with his family in a large forest. There was a river in the forest where the elephant would go every day to bathe and drink. One day, the little elephant was playing in the forest when he came across a fight between a fox and a tiger. The elephant approached them and asked,
"Why are you fighting?"
The tiger, baring his teeth, said,
"The fox says he is the smartest animal in the forest and that he can defeat the lion with his intelligence and cunning."
The elephant thought for a moment and said to the fox,
"You must understand that strength is the strength of the body, and the lion can knock off your head with one blow."
The fox replied,
"Bodies that are not moved by minds are weak and helpless."
The elephant was angered by his words and said, pointing at him with his trunk,
"I can crush you with one foot like grass under my feet."
The fox replied cleverly and defiantly,
"And I can make you run away from me scared as if I were a ghost."
The elephant looked at the tiger in surprise, and the tiger said,
"Didn't I tell you that he is arrogant and needs to be disciplined?"
The elephant smiled and said,
"I don't want to crush you here, but I want to make you a lesson for everyone who is arrogant. Why don't we have a challenge that all the animals in the forest can witness? I will use my strength and you will use your intelligence and cunning."
The fox thought for a moment and then replied,
"What is the punishment for the one who loses?"
The tiger laughed and said,
"His punishment is that he will remain alive, of course."
The elephant grabbed a tree branch with his trunk and stuffed it into his mouth all at once and ate it. Then he looked at the fox and said,
"I will chew you up tomorrow like I chew leaves. And if you defeat me, you have the right to exile me from the forest."
Then he walked away laughing and kept repeating,
"Train your mind well before I crush it with my huge feet tomorrow."
The fox found that there was no escape from facing the elephant, who was convinced by what the tiger said. He agreed to the offer, and the elephant promised not to run away from the challenge. On the second day, the parrot told all the animals of the forest to spread the news of the wrestling match that would start in the middle of the forest in the afternoon between the elephant and the fox. All the animals gathered in the heart of the forest to watch. A duck said to her swan sister,
"Quack! The competition is decided, and I expect the fox to be crushed under the elephant's feet today."
The swan smiled and replied,
"I don't know what drove the fox to such a losing challenge, but let's watch the farce and have a little laugh."
The fox headed to the arena, and his father approached him and advised him,
"I want you to see you cunning as your father or even more."
The fox smiled and reassured his father,
"Don't worry, Dad. You know that the son is the secret of his father."
The decisive moment began, and the elephant entered the arena. The fox came walking arrogantly and entered the arena carrying something strange in his mouth. As soon as the giraffe rang the bell, the fox released a small mouse into the arena. The mouse started running around. The elephant started jumping from one place to another in panic and fear. He hit the corners of the arena with his trunk until he broke them and ran away. While the fox was in the opposite corner of the arena, trimming his nails with pleasure, the elephant didn't touch him. The elephant ran away in fear of the cute little mouse, and all the animals of the forest looked at him in amazement at his fear and panic. They thought he was terrified of the fox, so everyone started to respect and appreciate the fox after his victory over the huge elephant. The elephant hid on the edge of the forest, afraid of the animals laughing at him after his humiliating defeat. The next day, the fox met the tiger by the spring. The tiger asked the fox, puzzled and amazed, "Tell me how you defeated the elephant and made him run away from you like a mouse." The fox answered cunningly, "Small minds are afraid of small things." Then he drank until he was satisfied and left singing, "Have you ever heard of an elephant behind the bushes? Or have you ever heard of a tiger asking 1,000 questions?" The tiger stood there not understanding anything, and so the fox won with his intelligence, and the elephant did not win with his strength. The fox realized that every creature has a weakness, so he prepared for the battle with his mind, while the elephant thought that his huge foot could crush anything in front of it.